My name is Brent Baum, and I am not only your favorite contrarian, I'm the only contrarian. And I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And welcome back to another one of my vlogs, and I'm here to discuss Ben Simmons. In a recent interview where he discussed that he did not really learn a lot while he was at LSU, and that he has learned a lot more during his time with the Sixers last year than he did during his entire time at LSU. Yes, he was one of those one and done guys, straight to the NBA after playing 1 year collegiately. And now people are wondering, is he right? Does he have a point? Should college athletes, should high school athletes be forced to play 1 year in college before they enter the NBA? Now I'm here to tell you that they should not be forced to play 1 year in college before they enter the NBA or 1 year overseas, because they should have the freedom to do what they want to do. Just look at all the great high school athletes out there who were able to successfully make the jump from high school to the NBA, such as Moses Malone, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tracy McGrady, Dwight Howard, Kevin Garnett. Guys who are, for the most part, first ballot Hall of Fame players. They made it. They were able to make that successful jump. And sure, you have your guys out there who were not able to, such as your Kwame Browns, your Jonathan Benders, your Sebastian Telefairs of the world. They were not able to successfully make that jump from high school to the NBA. I get that. But at the same time, if you're requiring a kid who has no interest in playing college, and they want to go straight to the professional level, then allow them to do it. Ben Simmons even mentioned, he admittedly said that he did not show up at classes. There was classes that he missed. And last time I checked, college is supposed to be an establishment for you to further your education and put yourself in a position where you can pursue a career that you're passionate about. And Ben Simmons is clearly passionate about the NBA. And if he's good enough to go straight from NBA, straight from high school to the NBA, then allow him to. You see right now, through 11 games, he's averaging 17 points, 9 rebounds, just under 8 assists. He's showing right now he is ready. He's ready. He's 6'10", 240, has a Magic Johnson-esque type of game. Sky's the limit with this guy. He probably could have had the same impact going straight out of high school to the NBA than going from LSU for a year to playing in the NBA. He just has, some guys just have that it factor. Like LeBron James, he had that it factor. Sure, or even like Kevin Garnett, he had that it factor. Sure, Kobe Bryant, Tracy McGrady, it took them some time to develop, but still, they're Hall of Fame players. And one thing that a lot of these high school athletes realize, that a lot of these universities, they take advantage of these college athletes, because of all the billions of dollars that these college athletes generate in revenue for them every single year. Just look at it. It's astronomical. Through advertisements, through merchandising, through all the ticket sales and television contracts and all the bars that these college athletes are able to help keep them in business. They supply a lot, but they're not properly compensated. They're not. The compensation of a full scholarship is not really a full scholarship. A lot of these athletes, that scholarship, they're guaranteed. It's more year-to-year base. Let's say that a college coach gets fired, that the same college coach that recruited that star player, and they bring a new coach in. That new coach can easily say, hey, I don't see this guy as part of my scheme or my program. I don't need him anymore. So they can just drop that kid's scholarship, use that money on a scholarship that they do want to use that money on. Now that kid is left without a scholarship. So the security level, especially in football, is not as great as people think it is. And the athletes, they're aware of this. In the 30 for 30 Fab Five, they spoke about how they're ones who were losing so much money because of the socks, the black socks. They made the black socks popular. They made that cool. Before, it was a joke to wear black socks. That wasn't cool. But you see Nike, they were promoting wearing black socks, black Nike socks, or the jerseys with Chris Webber's number 4 on there, or Jalen Rose or Juwan Howard. They were making money off that, and the players were not compensated for it. Whereas in the NBA, you have that luxury. You're going to be compensated for that. So you should be allowed to pursue your professional career if that's what you want to do. there's a plethora of high school people, just everyday people, who decide, hey, I don't want to go to college. I don't even want to graduate high school. I'd rather just get my GED and pursue a professional career elsewhere. And there's plenty of jobs that don't require that prerequisite of further education in order to pursue your career job. You don't need to do that. You don't. So another thing you need to keep in mind is that the athletes, yeah, sure, you're by probability alone, it is fait accompli that you're going to have players who are going to be busts from all levels, whether they are one and done, whether they jump from high school to the NBA, whether they play 3-4 years at a university. Some guys aren't built for the NBA long term, and even if they are not that long of a career, they're still going to get paid for the most part. If you're a first round pick, you're still guaranteed 3 years, and a lot of these new rookie contracts, they're giving a 4th year option. So it's not as if it's too big of a risk. If you manage your money well and you're frugal, and I know that's very hard for to tell a young player to be frugal with their money, but if they're frugal, that money they're making can set them for life, for the most part, if they manage it well. I mean, it's in the millions. So all in all, in a nutshell, Ben Simmons, I agree with him 100%. He should not have been forced to take the prerequisite of playing 1 year in college in order to go to the NBA. Because you look at the statistics, the grade point averages are down. Universities are getting suspended for allowing players to play who aren't eligible. All these NCAA rules are being broken because players don't want to follow the system. So if they don't want to follow the system, then they should have the ability to decide, hey, I don't want to go here. And I think that rather sooner than later, it's time for the NBA to acquiesce to the NBA players who feel that they're ready to make that jump. And as soon as you do that, then it's going to be a lot better. I think the rivalries will be a lot better in college basketball. Players will be staying 3-4 years because now you're going to have players in college who want to be there. Guys who want to go to those parties. Guys who want to be part of the college life. That's how it's going to be. And you'll have the guys who want to make the jump to the high school to the NBA. They'll be happy. They're happy. Everybody's happy. That's all I have to say about that. I rest my case.